And lastly, to prove these tangent identities, we have to remember that tangent equals sine over cosine. So then we can just take the sine addition formula and the cosine addition formula and divide the sine one by the cosine one, and it will FOIL out to equal this tangent one, but I'll show you that right here. So we're gonna copy and paste real quick. Into this equation. Okay. Alright, and to do this, I'm going to make this a bit bigger so it's easier to see, because what we're going to have to do is add and subtract these numerator and denominator. So we're going to have to find a common denominator in each of them. For the denominator of the larger fraction, I'm going to use, I'm going to multiply this whole larger equation by cosine of A times cosine B. So that's going to give us this denominator, cosine A cosine B for each of these, and it's going to do the same in the numerator in just a second. Okay, so again, what I did here is I took that original fraction and I multiplied the numerator and the denominator by 1 over cosine A cosine B. Okay, in order to give me these common denominators, and now I am able to find some similarities here. So this cosine A, or cosine B over cosine B, and this cosine A over cosine A, well, those are going to cancel out. And this cosine A times cosine B over cosine A times cosine B, well, that's just going to cancel out. So those are all going to become 1s. So we're able to make this fraction again. And in addition to those 1s, we have a bunch of sine over cosine of common figures in here. So those can become tangents, because we already know that sine over cosine equals tangent. So we've got a sine over cosine and then a cosine over cosine. So that's going to be tangent times 1, which is just tangent of A, plus 1 times tan B. Over, well, this whole thing is going to become 1 minus, and we have tan A tangent B here over here. And that's the same thing that we have up here. And once again, if we need to prove this difference formula, we just change that positive b to a negative b, and it'll adjust the things in here. Basically, just switch these signs to negative up here and positive down here.